Hey there, sweet stuff. It's nice to see you're home early today. How would you feel about going out tonight? I thought we could maybe take mom out to dinner, do an early Mother's Day thing to beat the crowds this weekend. Hey. Hey, what's going on? Oh, come here. Come here, let me give you a hug. Let me give you a hug. What's wrong, sweetie? Why are you crying? Did something happen? Please, here, come. Sit down and talk to me. Come here. Okay, baby, what's wrong? Please, tell me. I'm sure it's not nothing. You don't usually cry over nothing, right? You can tell me, it's okay. I'm not gonna think it's stupid, I promise. Anything that upsets you like this is very much real, and I just want to help, okay? Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. Sometimes I forget. Since I have an awesome mom, I don't think about what it's like to not have that kind of relationship with your mom. And that this time of year might be hard for you. I'm sorry, honey. You know, my mom thinks the world of you, right? You're part of the family. She loves everything about you. She's so happy to have you in our lives. But, yeah, I can understand it's not quite the same. Your mom is supposed to be that person who loves you no matter what. She's supposed to think you're the sun and the moon. At least that's how my mom is with me. You didn't get all that love growing up like I did. No, you're not overreacting, I promise. You tend to minimize the impact it had on you, but emotional neglect and abuse are very real things, sweetheart. There's a whole pattern of your mom putting herself and her wants ahead of your needs as a child, and that's not okay. And it's not normal. And you didn't deserve it. I know it probably seems normal to you because it's all you knew. But sometimes, the stories you tell me about your mom really break my heart. The criticism, the unrealistic expectations, never feeling you were good enough because you weren't perfect. That's hard for anyone, but especially for a child. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Your mother is supposed to love you unconditionally, and you never got that from her. And that makes me sad for you, because it's the most amazing thing about my mom. She just loves me. And I grew up secure, knowing that no matter what happened, that wasn't going to change. You grew up, walking on eggshells, worried constantly about pleasing your mom, pacifying her when she was angry, trying to keep the peace, trying to be the perfect child so she wouldn't have an excuse to be angry or withhold her affection. Children shouldn't be expected to carry the kind of weight you did as a child. You should have been allowed to be a child. Your mother put adult expectations on you, and it wasn't fair. It wasn't right. And it wasn't even out of necessity. It was purely selfish of her. It sounds to me like she expected you to meet her emotional needs instead of, the way it should have been. She should have been taking care of your needs, all of them. Just because she gave you food and clothing and shelter doesn't mean she did her job as a mother. I know you don't want to seem like you're criticizing her or complaining, but she didn't do her job. Being a mother is so much more than that. Just providing the person you're responsible for with the physical means for survival isn't love, especially not a mother's love. It's great that you want to acknowledge that she did that for you, but there was so much more she didn't do that you should have. And so many things she did that she shouldn't have. And if you said anything, you were blamed, or she tried to make you think you were the crazy one. That was so wrong. You were right, and she was being abusive. I know you don't feel comfortable using that word, but that's what it was. Just because she didn't leave physical marks doesn't mean she didn't hurt you. It doesn't have to be broken bones and bruises to be abuse, sweetheart. She damaged you emotionally, and it's okay to acknowledge that. She hurt you. She neglected you. She was supposed to love and protect you, not criticize you, call you names and make you feel bad about yourself when you were just a kid doing normal kid things, learning, growing, even making mistakes. You worried every time something went wrong because she always made it your fault, even though it wasn't. She was the adult in the situation and you were just a little kid, you know? Kids make mistakes. Everyone does. There's no excuse for the way she treated you. You were not responsible. She was, to put it bluntly. She was a horrible parent. Maybe you're right. Maybe she wasn't a good parent because she didn't have good parents as a role model. But you know what? Once you decide to bring another life into this world and raise it, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to figure out your own shit and be a better person. Your mom didn't ever do that. She still thinks she's perfect, a delusion she kept up by blaming you for things that went wrong. So you learn to blame yourself and do the dirty work for her. You internalized all that and developed so much shame and self-hate. She was supposed to help you learn so many things, but mostly she was supposed to teach you how to love yourself. And I'm sorry that she didn't. It sucks that you have to learn how to love yourself now as an adult, but I am so proud of you for doing that hard work. I'm really proud of you for how you turned out in spite of her. You managed to survive, learn empathy, learn how to love others, all on your own. That takes real strength and courage. You didn't give up. Or worse, become like her. And I understand why you feel like you needed to cut off contact. She was a toxic presence in your life. No one needs the kind of constant criticism she gave you. But, yeah, it's okay to miss her too, She wasn't a good mom, but she's the only one you had. I think maybe what you're missing, though, is more about what you wish she could have been than how things actually were. I'm sure there are good things about her, too. No one is all good or all bad. We're all a complicated mix of both. I know you have happy memories of times with her, too. But I remember being with you during some of those bad times, and I'm really glad you don't have to go through those anymore. Instead, you've surrounded yourself with people who do love and appreciate you, like your friends and me. and my family. It can't replace what you didn't have, but we all love you so much, sweetheart. We want the world for you. We want you to be safe and healthy and happy. Come here. I'm so sorry you didn't get what you needed from your mom. And it's okay to be sad about it. No, really, it is. It was a sad thing to go through. I'm sad you had to deal with all that too. I'm sorry this is such a tough time for you. It's okay if you'd rather we stay home tonight. We can take my mom out some other time. You're sure? Okay, sweetheart. You go ahead and get ready. I'll give Mom a call. I'll make sure she brings extra hugs for you, okay?